everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabby, and today we're going to be talking about how to find your spark and how to get out of a depressive episode. So what's really helped me is to force yourself to get out of bed. I know that's easier said than done, but it is very, very important to get yourself out of bed. What's really helped me is like getting a gym membership and forcing myself to get up and go to the gym. I think going to Pilates class, yoga, whatever it is that you want to try, taekwondo, sign up for the class and do it, because it's going to force you to get out of bed. Not only are you spending money on it, going out and doing something for yourself, not only is being active going to help get rid of a lot of that anxiety and help push all of that energy out of you, but it's also going to help you create a community, because you're going to see a lot of familiar faces and it's going to help hold you more accountable. Another thing you have to do is to find hobbies. Reading has been really helpful for me. I have a book club with my friends, and that has forced me to kind of escape whatever's happening in my mind. So find a hobby. Find something to like distract you, but also help you feel really productive at the same time. Oftentimes people find these distractions that are extremely unhealthy, like for example, turning to drugs, sex, or alcohol. And those are obviously ways to avoid your problems. And I think going through a depressive episode or just anything in general in life, you just have to like push forward and just go through it.
Go right through it. Like right through it. Feel it, be in it. Don't avoid it, go completely in it, feel everything, and then go right through it and get out the other end.
You just gotta go right through it, and trust me, like you'll end up better off on the other side, no matter how difficult it is. You also need to force yourself to eat. I, at some point, was only eating half of a meal a day. It was really bad. I was in a really tough spot and I wasn't eating a lot. And so I got an app to help me track what I was eating. That way I could intentionally get more protein. Sorry if you can hear construction that's going on and all this wind. It's a beautiful day out though. I also think being in nature has been super duper helpful. I think you got to go outside and you've got to just like see the trees moving. You've got to feel the wind. You've got to feel the sun on your skin. That's super duper important. I also listen to manifestations to go to sleep. I listen to 432 hertz. I haven't really been listening to music itself. Honestly, I was so depressed that I didn't like listening to music. Like all of the songs would make me sad. And now I'm able to start listening to music again. I'm still being intentional with what I'm listening to, because my brain, like I'm still rewiring. But if you can listen to music, try not to listen to sad music. Try to create upbeat playlists, because what you're hearing is being absorbed into your body. So if you're hearing songs that are like, oh, I'm so sad and I hate my life and all these things, and yeah, you're gonna believe that, because you probably already feel that way and these songs are just reiterating what you're feeling. So try not to do that. I think surrounding yourself with friends and family. Obviously people say like, oh, if you need me, reach out to me. Like I'm always here for you, etc. But I think giving them the opportunity to really show up for me was something that I needed. Being able to call my friends at any given moment and having them, just hear me out or give me their perspective on something, that was extremely helpful. And it's shown me like who really is there for me, who really wants me to win, and who's, there to pick me up whenever I fall, because I can't do it alone. With that being said, you do have to drink water. You do have to meditate and sit in stillness. As hard as that is, sitting in stillness is where you'll find all of the answers to everything that you've ever wanted. And so I sit in stillness a lot. I have incorporated meditating and deep breath work, as well as manifestations, into my daily routine, as well as journaling. Oh my gosh, journaling is such a helpful tool. If you don't journal, or if you don't maybe like to write, I highly recommend video diaries, voice notes, whatever it is that could help you get things out. But journaling has been a great resource for me, just to let out all my feelings. I have multiple journals for different things, like a journal of what's happening in my day-to-day, a manifestation journal. I have one where I write poetry and songs and things like that. So more of like a creative outlet, but definitely like rely on yourself. Like there's some things that obviously you don't want to tell your friends or family, but if you can't go to therapy, I highly recommend just telling those things to yourself. It's just good to just let it out. With that being said, therapy has been extremely helpful for me. Therapy has been something that I've tried here and there. I think therapy was an extremely helpful resource for me. Obviously, I wanted to find a therapist who was somebody I felt like I could relate to, so I found a person of color. And I'm like a woman. I want somebody who I feel like I can let my guard down and who I feel like kind of understands my life experience. I just felt, like a person of color, a woman of color, is somebody who I could see myself opening up to. Thankfully, the first therapist that I tried, going back into therapy, was phenomenal. She is phenomenal, and I love and appreciate her. Right now we're taking a break. She kind of broke up with me, or as I call it, graduating therapy. My reasoning for going was because of my depression and my anxiety, and she noticed that throughout the sessions. She's like, Gabby, you seem to be doing a lot better. Like, are you feeling more like yourself? And I have to say, like, I really do feel like I found myself again. I feel like I'm more in tune with who I am. I think a lot of times what was happening was, you know how you absorb people's energies? Like, I know y'all feel me, right? Like, I absorb people's energies, and sometimes people suck the energy out of me. And I think that's what was happening, is that I was absorbing a lot of people's energies, and I was just in my head. Like, my heart and my mind were telling me two completely different things. They were going both a million miles a minute, and then I had, you know, other external factors and other people telling me things, and I just got into my head a lot. And now I'm learning, get out of your head and get into your body, get out of your head and get into your body. And I have learned that, yeah, your brain has thoughts, but just because it has thoughts doesn't mean that they're true. So you got to listen to your gut, you got to listen to your heart, you got to listen to what your body tells you. If being around somebody makes you nauseous, if being around certain people, like, it makes you feel anxious or queasy, like, there's a reason for that. You know, sometimes you just get this feeling of like, ooh, I don't like the vibes from this person. I don't like their energy. I don't like, you know, their aura or something about them. Like, oftentimes that's your body telling you something that, you know, you might have to later on realize, like, the truth behind that. But trust those feelings, trust your gut, trust your body. It's telling you something for a reason. And I think what was happening to me is that I was listening to all of these thoughts in here, and sometimes my brain isn't the nicest to me. That's why I'm rewiring it. And so my brain is now like, yeah, Gabby, you are amazing. Yeah, Gabby, you are strong. Yeah, Gabby, you are smart. Yeah, Gabby, you are a light source. I feel so good about myself, and I haven't felt this way in a very, very long time. And even just saying that, it's like, okay, Gabby, what's a very long time? I would say my self-esteem started to take a hit the past few months. I think in general, I've struggled with my self-esteem my entire life, but I think especially these past few months, the seasonal depression, she was kicking in. I think that really started to just like get in my head, and I think I wasn't expressing my needs to the people around me. And now I know, okay, Gabby, this is how you express your feelings to those around you, to the people who care about you, who want the best for you. And so I'm just learning to like communicate better, because communication is the key to absolutely everything. So I'm just learning how to communicate better and, you know, more efficiently, and to not let things pile up, because that's something that old Gabby used to do, is allow things to pile up, and then, you know, eventually poof, there she goes. And that's something that like I'm actively working on. And working on yourself is something that you actively have to do. It's not something that ever stops. Loving yourself is not something that ever stops. This is a constant journey. You know, like, we're constantly healing from the things around us. I mean, you can't have good without the bad, right? So I just want you to know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. I hope that some of these tips you apply into your life. I think that they're extremely useful. And if you have anything that you want to share in the comments, or any other topics that you want me to cover, I will be more than happy to share them with you. I hope that you all have a beautiful day, and I hope that you all know that you are loved, you are seen, you are beautiful, and that you're capable of your wildest dreams. See you in the next one. Bye.